Good evening, Kings, Queens, and Starlight Entities. I hope everyone is having a fantastic afternoon, evening tonight. We are back with Myst IV Revelations. Hopefully we can get past this last puzzle in Spire so we can get moving. I'm excited for that. I was kind of stumped on it last Monday, so we're hoping to to get past it this time so we can solve that. I gotta find where my notebook is. Here it is. I also don't know where my pen went. Good lord. If my head was not attached to my body, I would most likely lose that too. My pen, where are you? Well, this is most unfortunate. I don't know where it went. That's a little frustrating for me right now. That's unfortunate. I don't know where that is, so I'll have to use my next best pen. All right. Alrighty. Getting to my page. Alright, so without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and get back into it. I'll go ahead and boot up the game here and then get us switched over. I'm probably going to have to fix the ratio too, it seems. Yes, that is all kinds of wrong. There we go. And I don't know why, but my desktop does not like it when I start the game up. It moves everything around really weirdly. So, alright. We're back. We're going to go ahead and load up our game. Wait. Did I send us back here? Did we leave Spire? Why did we leave Spire? Alright, so we've got our quartz. Alright. Crap, I'm dropping everything right now. I'm gonna have us jump right down. This is really the last thing we need. I need to do is just solve this puzzle. And that will be Spire complete. Says the quartz resonance is 8, 12, 4. We know that. If I also look at my notes here. That's the quartz again. I know Nara we found was... The rock is 12, 12, 12. is 12, 12, 12, not rock. Rock is 10, 5, 5. And I think, looking back, I think I have to look at the tuning cables again. I think that's why I wasn't able to get the actual puzzle to work yet, was because I actually have yet to get that one to activate correctly. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna head all the way down and drop down to where we have to go to our tuning cables. The gears. Yes, there we go. So initially I was thinking that it starts at 0, but I think it might start at 1. Reset all of this. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oops, I went too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Alright. Hopefully that's it. See, it's still not moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Why is this still not resonating? There we go. Ah! Alright. Three. Five. Oops. Crap. I just lost it. This is a little bit more difficult. Okay. Oh, fudge. Oh, I'm shaking too much. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, M. Stop. Get out of here. Oh, stop it. Stop it! Oh, come on! There we go! Let's go! Oh. Oh, I'm shaking so much adrenaline from that. This is why I do these games and not high action games. Oh, good lord, I am like shaking just from trying to get that done. Oh, good lord. I am just gonna save, just in case. Oh, I actually feel ill now. That is awful. Excuse me. Oh. I hate how much I'm actually shaking from that. Oh, that thing really did come out that far. Does that thing come out? That thing doesn't come out that far. That's that's wild. What? Good lord. Good night. This is also one of my upcoming is one of my favorite sequences in this game. Whew. Good lord. I can't get over how much I'm shaking right now.
Interesting problem. The inner matrix wants to hold on to an electrical buildup indefinitely, but it loses it as soon as the crystal touches a grounded object. So, how to keep the crystals isolated until I can use them?
Alright. Chat, I'm actually going to have to step away real quick. I will be right back. I'm so sorry for this. Wow, chat, I am so sorry about that. Alright, we're back. I was shaking way too much there. I think my blood sugar got really low there.
Something has happened. There is a structure in the Spire that was not there 9 days ago when I sailed off to harvest more crystals. Its existence is impossible. Yet I have stood inside its foyer and know that it is real. I'm forced to make an inconceivable deduction. Somehow, my father is still alive. I do not understand how this can be. Regardless, given the design of the chamber, and in particular its barred dividing wall, I suspect that our reunion will be tense. 15 years. Still, it is not enough for him. This age was nothing when I arrived. Nothing but floating rocks and debris. I am the one who made it livable, and I did so without help from any quarter. If I could have found just one single person to assist me. But no. He does not want to talk about accomplishments. All he wants to talk about are the books. Yes, I burned them, Father. I am sorry. Now, can we put the past aside and let me out of here? Another wasted evening playing repentant sinner in his linking chamber. I do not know why I even waste my time. It is obvious he will never be convinced. But what of Mother? Her endless hand-wringing is as maddening as ever, yet there must be some way I can use it.
See, if you're that twisted to use your own mother's.
Perhaps if I play upon her guilt. Create a sculptural vignette which she can see inside their viewer. If I choose the appropriate memory, it should convince her that I, too, have my regrets. This is intolerable. If he did not intend to set me free, why create the chamber in the first place? To flaunt his all-powerful skill? I get it, Father. Really, I do. Everything I have accomplished here pales in comparison to what you can do with the art. It is the one power you have that I shall never defeat. No wonder you refuse to teach it to me. I will take this no longer. It is time I showed him some of my power. Father believes his chamber to be impenetrable, but he's forgotten the very laws he once explained to me. Frequency and molecular vibration. The crystals can do it. If I find the right frequency, their song can set off a vibration that will tear through the chamber on a molecular level. Those impenetrable walls will shatter like glass. No doubt I will need a great deal of electricity to do it. I'd better retune the musical instrument. I have a sister? I do not know what to think. It is something I never even considered. I must not let it affect me. There's too much work to be done. I need to get more power to the cables. Building additional conductors will take too long. But if I dismantle parts of the rocket ship network, then rewire the remainder directly into the throne. But if his chamber is breached, there will be no need. It is no use. He will never teach me the art. Questioning him about it only makes him suspicious. Perhaps, with him out of the picture, I can learn it from the dummy. I cannot proceed without a sample. I've tried shipping off pieces from the chamber using every possible method save the crystal, but my efforts have all proven fruitless. How can I convince him to give me a piece? Or better yet, a set of matching pieces. This will require a very delicate touch. I wonder if he still enjoys playing. So that was my dear little sister. I see now why he's so taken with her. She's only a child, and yet several times during our discussion I caught her studying me, attempting to ascertain what to believe. How much have they told her, I wonder? I don't even care. It's obvious they value her more than they ever did Akinar and me. Very well, then. I shall use even that to my advantage. Retrofitting of the old crystal cavern proceeds on schedule. The loss of my lab was a setback, for I cannot continue frequency tests until all the cavern walls are removed. But that explosion has made me very cautious. I would rather dangle over the stars than have solid rock walls explode on top of me.
No! He cannot do this! Why is he bringing her into this? I will not allow it. I will not allow a mere child to have that much power over me. How dare he agree to teach her the art? There must be a way. Some way to get the knowledge from her. But how? Go ahead, Father. Go ahead and teach her. If you insist on giving this power to Yisha, then I will make sure you're also giving it to me. I have found the frequency.
my mic is off. Thank you, Parker. Long time no see. Oh my god. Out of the entire game, that's been my favorite part. That whole sequence. Oh. Finally. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'm like gushing a little bit about this. I absolutely love this part. We can watch this again, right? Yes. Oh. Right? The part where it's like jumping us between the two, like the bits. Oh. Pure magical. This is just magical. Absolute chef's kiss. Clearly, Sirrus couldn't find or make a part that would reach the whole height of the shaft. Yeah. But then again, he's just kind of a badass with making things super complicated and overly dramatic, too. So, you know, there's that. Oh. I love Spire. Okay, like, real talk. Other than being an inhospitable prison age, this place is absolutely beautiful. I have, of all the ages I've ever been to, and throughout the entirety of the Myst series, I think Spire is like my ultimate all-time favorite age. It has been profound in just the way that I do things and my creativity. I think it's been really fundamental. It's been a fundamental like building stepping stone. All right, we have now complete both Haven and oops, I didn't want to do that. Haven and Spire now. And it is time to go back to Tamana. Ha! Also, Tamana is just absolutely beautiful. The aesthetic of it is just also chef kiss. I don't know. I love the fourth game, Revelations. I can't stress that enough. I absolutely love Revelations. Alright. Also, this symbol is just so cool too. It's such a cool symbol. Just switch something real quick. Why'd it leave without me? Come back. Thank you. It's little security cameras. I need to go over there to see.
This is only part of our family tree, Yisha. If we wanted to, we could trace our lineage all the way back to when our ancestors first arrived in Dani.
Aren't I supposed to be able to see that? I'm supposed to be able to read those papers, aren't I, though? Thought I was able to. That's gonna put me back there. Wow, so sorry for that. Got whiplash. supposed to...
Don't touch it, Daddy. You'll ruin my experiment.
Could just open it. Let them all fly away. I think I did that once. I can't remember what happens. If I remember correctly, there's supposed to be like a journal. This isn't what I'm looking for, I don't think, but
I linked to Haven yesterday.
this is Catherine's
The
journal.
smell of its beach washed over me long before my vision cleared. With the veil of haze slowly lifting from my eyes, I forced myself to breathe very deeply. I had not told Atris I was doing this. He would have argued with me and told me again how dangerous it is to visit the prison ages before Tamana's linking chamber is built. But construction takes time, and I could no longer wait for him. The sight of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris's viewer. But seeing it for real through slanted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the words my son would throw at me, and courage drained, away like summer wine. I did not try to signal him. I feel nothing but numbness now. It was my idea to write the chambers into existence, to bend the arts so that a secure room might be inserted in each age, with solid walls no force of man might break. Only then could we risk visiting our sons and leaving a Tamana linking book behind us when we left. It took me months to convince Atris this could work. But now that the chambers exist, and I will speak to my sons for the first time in years, I find myself not knowing what to say. How will I explain our decision to leave them prisoners? If hardship and isolation have not caused them to repent, as was our hope, what words will soothe the anger in their souls? Weeks have passed, and still I have not found the courage to link again. Perhaps it is just as well. Atris was not pleased when he learned what I had done. He begged me to have more patience, then put extra pressure on the Guild of Stonemasons to finish. Today they informed us that Tamana's chamber will be ready in 2 days. Had we been able to use the art to create it as we did with the ones in the prison ages, it would have already been finished. But things always take longer to build when you must do it by hand. Now Atris is looking forward to having our bedroom back. I should be too, but I keep wondering how I will be able to sleep there, knowing our sons are just a wall away. I worry how they'll act when they greet us. How different they will be from the laughing boys I remember playing with toy boats in Myst's reflection pool. They were happy then. We all were happy. Anna was still with us, and the love we shared as a family knew no bounds. Then Anna died, and our cozy world unraveled. To deal with the loss of his grandmother, Atris buried himself in work, spending less and less time with our sons. At 8 years old, Sirrus must have seen this as rejection, but even then his pride was too well formed to let it show. And as for Akinar, he'd never known how to appropriately channel his emotions. I do not excuse the crimes committed. Sirrus and Akinar shattered so many lives in far worse ways than Anna's death shattered ours. It's for this reason that I have stood by Atris's decision and left my sons imprisoned all these years. But I cannot escape my own culpability in this. For when Sirrus and Akinar needed me most, I was too consumed by sorrow to see. I am being torn in two. I am trapped between a mother's love for her children and a woman's loyalty to her husband. I don't know. It is so hard. I watch Atris and Akinar trying to communicate, and it feels like knife blades ripping through my heart. They don't know how to relate to each other. Achenar speaks only from emotions, and Atris fears he's made his son a savage. Only my presence keeps things from fraying. It's easier with Sirrus. They share a love of science, and Sirrus's willingness to discuss advancements he's made ignites a similar excitement in Atris. Yet even then, Atris doesn't believe. He's unwilling to trust because he knows what monsters they have been. I must find a way to resolve this. I must break through Atris's doubts and get him to see what he cannot. It's been a long time since I've written in this journal. I thought perhaps I had lost it, but while repotting plants in my study, I found it behind one of the incubators. It must have fallen there when Atris reconfigured the generator. No matter, I have it now. Yisha asked me today if Atris and I are still arguing. She was seated at the patio table, her head bowed over her school books. She was concentrating so hard on tracing a Gorohovity, I don't think she saw my reaction. We have always been careful not to disagree in front of her. I should have realized how insightful she can be. I watched my daughter forming the Dani words so carefully, and I remembered how easy it had been to convince Atris to start teaching her the art. He never did teach Sirrus or Achenar. He started to. He wrote Jananin specifically for that purpose. But after a while, he feared they would abuse it, so he stopped. He's not
For good
worried
reasons.
about Yisha. He sees how curious she is about life, and how full of warmth she can be. It's obvious how much he adores her, as I think do Sirrus and Achenar. If there is any hope in this for all of us, it will be through her. I must not let family tensions upset her. Tomorrow I will speak to Atris about my going to Tay for a few days. Perhaps time away will help me gain perspective and discover what it is I need to do.
It's not necessarily the journal I'm looking for, though. If I remember correctly, there was something about with Yisha writing names of the family. Is that over at the kitchen living room area? I thought it was down here, though. That was by the kitchen and possibly in her room. Oh, okay. Because I knew it. Her little puzzle for the bookcase involves the order of the family, from oldest to youngest, and I can't remember how to read Donnie. I can write it kind of, but reading it is a little bit different. Because I know this is the family tree here. I thought I had to do something with those papers down there in the corner. This is it. Because normally it's the older people are at the top and you are more at the bottom. So it stands to reason that this is Yisha, Sirrus, Achenar, Catherine, and Atris. Would I be right in thinking that? Let's go back over the kitchen then. Yes, between this, the note to Atris by their bed, the dining table, you all, yeah. There's a note to Atris by their bed, though? I don't think I saw that. Oh dear. Gotcha. So I've been told recently that my audio might be a little funny, so I hope it sounds and is coming in all right. Nothing is too quiet or too loud, and I don't sound like a robot. Ah, there it is. Whoa. We must unite, be united in this. Can you find it in your heart? Forgive, or I cannot be strong in this alone. See, this sounds like it's being written by Catherine, but that's a much longer name than this. So I'm going to assume that this is Atris and that's Catherine. Gotcha. And then... Oh, that's so slow. I was doing some work on that already. Let's see. I don't have my mouse right now, but I see that it's Catherine Atris right there up below the 3 at the top. The far right says Catherine, the middle one is Atris. Did you find the note by the bed? In Atris's room? Yeah. I was just looking at that one. This one. And the homework on the dining. I haven't found that one. I have to go look at that one. That's going to probably have Yisha's name. We'll have Sirrus and Akinar's name, though. ... We shall soon find out. So, Serena is my second favorite age. Well, it all has the whole alphabet. That's true. We're talking about these. That's her spelling her name, I think. Yeah, Y. E. Yeah, SH. And then, well, that's his. Is there a difference in the cursive? That's coming from the top. Well, that's clearly Isha, though. Oof. Alright. Marshall, hey, what's up? Magic runes, it seems. It's not magic runes, it's the language of Donnie. The phonetics of Donnie is not nearly as much as a mess as English phonetics. Oh my gosh, English is literally the worst language ever. It's so overly complicated. Alright, so I have a picture of that now. I can go and work out these other names. So it's Atris, Catherine, Akanar, Sirrus, and Yisha. Glad you can finally be here, Marshall. It's been a while. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, that was a delay in loading. He wrecked this room pretty good, though. There are written languages that are worse than English, but that is just because they aren't built around the alphabet. Yeah, I was learning Japanese for a while. I can somewhat speak it, but reading it and actually writing in the kanji is so much harder. Alright. So what do we got here? We're looking at it sideways, which is a nuisance. So that, we got that. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Ow. I'm just gonna pseudo jot this down. We've got cool. I think I wrote that wrong, but whatever. And then Catherine at the top. Catherine. Is Sirrus spelled with an I or an E? Yes. No, wait, we gotta go for Akanar first, though. E-N-A-R, Akanar. Believe it is with an I. Cool, gotcha, thank you, appreciate. S-I-R-R-U-S is how I think I remember it being spelled like that. It's similar to the star, because I realized both Akanar and Sirrus's names are tied to like a star. Let's see, A, then it's going to be C-H. E. The book have multiple names, but they are similar but not quite right. I think the books are referring to different people. Like, Atris's grandfather is fairly similar in spelling, but it's like Atreus or something. Or Atticus, something like that. Pronouncing the phonetics of these names are also kind of hard. It's almost like we're speaking Latin. N. I'm looking for N. Where is N? N there at the very bottom. Then AR. Those two separate letters? Yes, they are. Okay, that's Akinar. Sirrus. I just had S. Where to go? There it is. S-I... R-R. Double letters. Not a double letter for this one. U-S. And then Isha. There in the corner. Cool. That doesn't make sense though. Because Yisha is Y-E-E. Y-E-E-S-H-A. But that last letter is not the A letter. Not entirely sure what that last letter is supposed to be. But, alright. Let's see. Atris? Catherine? Akinar? S. Sirrus? And then Yisha. Ha! Bingo! And Bingo was his name. Oh. Awesome. I don't think I need anything else in here. I think I have pictures and notes of everything that I could possibly need. Alright, let's go. But if you read the book spines in Yisha's rooms, many of the books are clearly spelled to misdirect one who isn't spelling. Akinar slippers. They're very modern looking for someone who was trapped in a primitive jungle-like world. I don't really see Atris and everyone having a pair of flippers, goggles, and a snorkel just laying around. Those are not Akinars? I thought it was Akinar that we see getting out of the water or something. Don't we? I thought we saw someone getting out of the water. Take us to Serena. Those are Yishas. Oh, so they are Yishas. For some reason, I always thought they were Akinar, and he used them to swim over from the vault. Akinar wasn't getting out of the water. They were stepping out of the room and leaking away, dropping the book. Ah. Alright. To my second favorite age ever. Oh. Also, this is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Should be a journal here. Tragic. Now, if I remember correctly, if we go back through this book, we actually go to his study, where we pick up at the beginning of Exile. I think I remember that correctly. The first time I played this game, I never linked back once I got here. Missing a part of... Yeah, this is exactly what I was just... Yeah. Haha. This is where we first came in at Exile. Speaking of which, that's the opening scene. Alright, see you later, Parker. Thanks for coming back. It was good seeing you again. Enjoy dinner. Ha ha. Is Relesion still over here? No, Relesion is gone. Where does he have Relesion? The fire damage. This is also part of the beginning of Exile. Relesion. It's probably in possession of the Donnie. Well, he wrote it for as the Donnie, if I remember correctly. It's supposed to be a replacement. What is this book? tragic.
The first time I placed my hand on Serenia's linking panel, I remember thinking, this age will be unlike any I've journeyed to so far. And it was. The sky was crisp and clear. The rivers and waterfalls sparkled like diamonds. Even the worn paths threading through the canopies of stone took my breath away. I met a group of women who told me they had been expecting me, and as we talked late into the evening, they did seem to know a lot about me. Yet the more they explained why, the more impossible this story seemed. Of course, Catherine's ages have always struck me as impossible. Why should this one have been different?
That's true. They probably have the description book.
For
Kind of forgot about the description book there for a second.
moves me to this day.
That's
Many lifetimes
kind
ago,
of the
a
whole
child from
point
the
of
village
that.
contracted a fever and died.
how you get
His
there.
parents, who had loved him very much, decided to bury him under a waterfall and built a balloon to take him there. The parents' grief was so strong, however, that when they landed their balloon, they could only carry the child a short way. So they set him down beside a giant flower and slept. All night, the mother's tears never stopped flowing. Eventually, they sank through the ground and bathed the flower's roots. Moved by the tears, the flower told the parents to carry their child into her epistle. She would preserve his memories so they could visit him whenever they wished. Then the flower passed one of the tears back through her roots, turning it into a container to hold memories, and the father dove underwater to collect it. And that is how the memory chamber first displayed her power to the Serenians. Having read Catherine's descriptive book, I realized that the plant the protectors called the memory chamber is but the fruiting body of a massive fungus. Like any fungus, it recycles dead organic material into nutrients.
Catherine wrote
In this
one.
case, filled memory globes. Since Yisha has recently asked to see Serenia, I will share this explanation with her, as I did her brothers when they were her age. Yet I cannot help thinking that my scientific understanding of Serenia's pales in comparison to the Protector's simple tale. I had not fully realized how many years have passed since I visited this age. So when I stepped out of the linking cave with Yisha, I was pleased to see only a little has changed. A new group of women have replaced the Protectors I knew, but they seemed to be as friendly as the first. Yisha took an immediate liking to the one called Anya. As we made our plans to spend more time here in the future, I felt confident our relationship with these women would be mutually beneficial. After an absence of several weeks, we returned to Serenia last night. Catherine agreed to accompany us, so we will stay for a week or more. This morning, I took advantage of Catherine's presence to re-explore alone. My route soon took me beyond Serenia's current memory chamber, the old abandoned flower which had served the village centuries ago. The man-made edifice surrounding the chamber looked much the same as I remembered, although the flower itself was in far worse state of decay. I tried opening the door to explore inside, but found it locked. Just as well. 30 years ago, the Protectors told me how the delicate inner heart of the chamber emits a strong fragrance as part of its reproductive cycle. The closer the chamber gets to maturation, the more toxic this gas becomes, forcing the Protectors to find a new flower for their use. No doubt the collected fumes inside the original chamber would have made it impossible for me to survive there very long. Catherine says I should have seen it coming, but this morning, Yisha asked permission to meet Serenia's ancestors. I tried to explain that the place the Protectors called Dream is not real. How can it be? But she insists on finding out for herself. So what am I to do? I suppose it will do no harm to let her try. From what Anya told me, it should take several months for Yisha to learn how to dream. It has certainly been a while since I've had enough free time to concentrate on the crystal viewer's attachment. Keeping my inquisitive daughter occupied may end up being beneficial for us all. I cannot believe how quickly time has flown. Today we attended a ceremony on Serenia's celebrating Yisha's mastery of their customs. I must admit, although my doubts about the dream realm remain, seeing my daughter's pride as she received the Protector's necklace made it all seem worthwhile. Yisha said something strange during our writing lesson today. She thought it was sad that Catherine rarely writes anymore, and asked if we should explain that just because someone dies after visiting an age doesn't mean the age's writer is responsible. I knew immediately she was talking about my grandmother. Yet Catherine and I have never fully described Anna's death, so how she knew this information is a mystery. When I asked, she said her necklace had said something while she was holding Anna's picture. The answer was completely unsatisfactory. And I must admit, Isha had displayed an uncanny knowledge of things she never witnessed ever since receiving the Protector's gift. I'd like to examine this necklace more closely, but at the moment the situation with Sirrus and Achenar takes precedence. Perhaps after my friend leaves us tomorrow.
Hey, it's me! He's talking about me! His denial over the necklace and everything kind of really makes sense, since he is so, like, set and steeped in, like, his, like, scientific ways. There's something else. Oh wait, we can go back here real quick and unlock the door that gives us access to the rest of the age again. This was the door that was locked to us when we arrived during exile. Huh? Da 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 da. Huzzah.
Atris, I thought you were going to redesign this room, but it looks just like it did before the fire.
Not just like it did, my love. Look, the table is different.
See, if the table's different, then it's a completely different room. It's a pretty neat office room, though. Study. Alright. Back on track to find Yisha. Find and rescue Yisha. yeah, this is by far second favorite age. Akanar, come back here. Wait, come back. I know you want to do good.
Let's work together, he said. Let's figure out how to get rid of Father before he sees what we've done to his precious books. Sure. I'll work with you again, little brother, but I'll trust you about as far as I can throw you.
Smart. I wouldn't trust Sirrus either. Oof.
Been a while since I had this much fun working with my sick little brother. Usually we're at each other's throats by now, but this time must be the thrill we both get picturing Father strapped into the chair, begging us not to do what he knows we're going to. Don't think anything I've done to a prisoner yet will compare with that moment. Have to build a chair first, though, which means getting inside Serenia's abandoned memory chamber. Can't exactly ask for a front door key, even if Sirrus did tell the Protectors we want to study their rituals. He'd just better get back from mechanical age with those breeding kids soon. Otherwise, this whole plan is going nowhere.
How did they get to...
What a hideously exhausting day.
Did they find the Myst book and go back to Myst or something?
My skin's turned permanently blue. But at least we're finally inside. Sirrus wants to put a lock on our new back door. Using one of his infamous marble color codes, I'm sure. But that's his deal. I've still got to figure out what to do about the fumes. Maybe if I... First night, we won't have to use the breeding kits. Of course, I'll wait for Sirrus to take his off first, just to be sure. Then start hauling in materials. Never seen little brother this keyed up before. But like I told him last night, getting the chair up and running is gonna take time. In theory, all it has to do is to stimulate the old fungus into doing what it wants to do naturally. Remove a person's memories. But in order for our entire plan to work, we have to keep Father's body alive before, during, and after the process so one of us can use it later. I'm not even sure the fungus will be able to remove memories from a living body, no matter how much persuasion it gets. Decided to let Sirrus work on getting the chair operational while I started installing the life tanks. Still think this aspect of the plan is iffy, but then I don't intend to be the one who tests them. Sirrus is a genius. Not sure how he did it, but judging from the results of his first test today, looks like he did. Almost felt sorry for the mouse. Okay already. Just how many of these tests does he want to complete before we actually do something? Doesn't he realize that the longer we wait, the more likely it is some protector will catch on that something's wrong? One whole part of what we're doing takes place inside their dream world. They're going to see it eventually. Let's stop wasting time here and instead concentrate on setting up the bait we need to lure Father into his cell. Let's send Mother to Riven already. Getting real nervous now. The only thing that keeps me from panicking completely is this. I know Serenia's weakness. the life stone. They'll be lost without their life stone. Sure, it'll take a few days, but if I steal it out of the root chamber, the fungus will eventually lose its ability to remove memories. And if that happens, Sirenia's civilization will be thrown into total chaos. Might be fun to see it happen. But it also means our plan against Father will be ruined. So I'll do it, but only if it becomes necessary to cut and run. Horrible fight with Sirrus today. All I did was mention taking the stone and he was all over me. Accused me of letting my insatiable desire for instant gratification screw up yet another one of his plans. Then he tried to lay the whole Narayan Civil War debacle on me. Almost belted him right then and there. But the fight did show me one thing. My little brother really is a backstabbing weasel. These tests he keeps doing, there's only one conclusion they're heading to. Screw you, little brother. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna sit in that chair for you. I am out of here.
So what is the storyline of the game, if not the goal? In Revelation here, we're trying to rescue Yesha. She is the youngest daughter of Atris and Catherine. I can head back here real quick so I can give you show you what she looks like, the character. But Sirrus and Akinar, the two are two older brothers from the first game, Myst. They locked Atris, their father, away in a underground prison of sorts of a crumbling civilization called Dani, and essentially burned his entire library. Before, though, they were trapped in two prison ages that we were just in during our previous episodes of Revelations, where they end up escaping. But this girl, she's Yesha, she's the youngest daughter, and we're trying to find and rescue her. Sounds complicated. It's very complicated, but my favorite aspect of this whole entire game series is that we're all inside these books. There's a power called the Art, where the civilization is able to write entire worlds into existence. The lore is that they are only writing a doorway to an already existing world because of this thing called the World Tree, where every branch and leaf on the tree is resembling one of these worlds. And all it is that they are writing the branch doorway pathway into this world. Ouch. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Where was I? Did I head this way? So we saw Akinar head this way. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we head down further. Womp. Ooh, the fire. We're supposed to take this to the fire. It's the fire spirit. Rawr. Woo. Alright. Hello there. Maybe? There's a face. See the face? There's a face in the water. Alright, this is... are one of the first puzzles. Ba-da-da-da! I don't know. It's taking a while. Alright. We need to head back to here. Go back up here. Ba-da-da-da! This is kind of amazing here. Look, it's another water spirit. Hello there. And it has a face. If I send it to the right, it should start powering that one. If I remember correctly. Head up this way real quick. I think this is just going to take us... That's a wind spirit place. No, I don't think anything happened. I don't think... Nothing happened. This should be moving if it did work. Tragic. Oh well. Moving on. I'm gonna try and find... I think I need to get to at least get to the village at first. There's the water spirit again. Oh dear. I'm in Spain without the A. Oh, so you're in Spain? Hey. That was funny. Was it though? Was it really? They're talking to themselves again. I think they might be crazy. Ouch. Here it is. Hello there.
I was starting to worry about you.
Oh?
In the dream, you always arrived before third bell had rung.
So sorry.
Welcome to Sirrus. I am Anya, one of 6 now serving as protector here.
Hello there.
You may find this hard to believe, but my sisters and I dreamed you would be coming.
That makes sense.
You're searching for Yisha.
Yeah.
I fear she may be in trouble,
Makes sense.
but we have not seen her since we gave her the necklace 2 weeks ago. I will gather my sisters to help find her. In the meantime, you should consult the memory chamber. She always knows more about what's going on in this land than we do. Follow the ceremonial alley to her doors and see what insight she has to provide.
Thank you. She literally just vanishes, too. Oh. I lied. Now she's just gone. Nope, she's still here. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. How many bells are we? What time is it? You good? Why are you ringing it over again? This is a really magical place too. Pretty sure that's also a map.
Wow, it's so beautiful. Hey, is that supposed to be the little boy who died?
He's a lot more than that. He represents this whole area and how everything is interconnected.
By water?
It is the source of all life.
Oof, quick snap of that. This is slightly better.
You have done well, Yisha. So now, in recognition of all that you have learned, and in accordance with the customs of my people, I present you this amulet of memories. May you always find wisdom in dream.
The dream is very powerful. It's totally why it's one of my core attributes. I don't know what you're talking about. Do I have a sit or something? Ouch, ouch. Foot numb, numb. My foot got numb. Head this way to the big flower. Sirrus. I see you. What are you doing? You've got a vessel. I see you. You better run. No! Gosh. He's such a douche. He's such a douche canoe. We're just gonna see this happen again.
Use their harvester? Are you crazy? What if somebody notices?
You think you can hold your breath long enough? Go right ahead. But we can't begin the tests without at least a few empty memory globes, which only grow down there.
Fine. But you're stealing the filled ones if we need them.
I guess it's supposed to imply that he ran somewhere. Uh-oh. She's in trouble! He's stealing a stone. Dang. I want to touch the flower. Elf. It's kind of, interesting. I don't know if I really want to like it to it, but it kind of reminds me of the mycelium from Resident Village, Evil Village. Cool, I'm just gonna lay down and take a quick nap, y'all. Don't mind me. I'll just have the rock come down and crush me. Supposed to pivot. Pivot! 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 Oof, that was kind of wonky. Am I missing something? Pretty sure this is where they want me to go. I'm supposed to go here. Oh, that's really trippy to look at. That's making me nauseous. Ooh. Oof. Ouch, that hurts. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Again.
What happened? This is terrible. How are we supposed to maintain contact with the ancestors if we can't harvest any globes? Forgive me. I've seen your face so often in dream, I forget you're still a stranger here. You've been inside the memory chamber. You've seen the colorful lights crowning her walls. These are the memories of my people, taken from their bodies after their spirits moved on. In Sirrus, the memory chamber stores our memories, so that future generations can still visit us and dream. Empty globes for storing our memories are formed underwater, and we gather them using the harvester. So if I'm unable to fix it, I must see how bad the damage is. Oh, I was supposed to tell you. A few of my sisters have gathered in the Hall of Spirits to dream. If you go there after they've awakened, you might be able to learn more about what happened to Yisha.
Ah, aye.
Good luck.
Thank you. You as well. Strange fire lady. Oof. Fascinating. This is just so beautiful. It's quite serene. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. The ropes that just go out to nowhere.
You mean you have to signal somebody every time you want to go home? Why don't you just sleep here?
Because we have families too, you know. And the ones who are still alive sleep in the village.
The other hand, that's where Yisha is being held captive. I'm not entirely sure if this is just a graphical error or it's the fact that they can't render out that far, like they just weren't able to, but it feels weird that it just goes out to nothing right there. Oh. That's the entrance of something. I remember that being an entrance of some sorts. Akinar, what are you doing? Put that back.
Wait, please.
That's not what it looks like.
Okay. It doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
I admit it, but it's not what you think. I'm just taking it for a little while.
Uh-huh.
Borrowing it, so to speak. It's the plan. Sirrus's plan. He's got Yisha.
I know.
I just want to stop him. He's a nutcase. He's here. And don't let Father come here, or you'll screw up everything.
Cool, yeah.
Find my journal. The one from 20 years ago. Sirrus doesn't even know that I kept one. I hid it in a stone pillar in the forest.
Already found it.
2 rivers are crossing. It'll explain everything. Sirrus is mad. He's gonna kill Father. And I've got to stop him.
It's not quite what's gonna happen, I don't think. It's very pretty, it is. It pulled his tongue. Da 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 da. I'm supposed to bring the water here. Oh hey, it's this dude. Oof. No? I know that, but I'm trying. It's not letting me do it. I think I've got it right. Okay, that's gonna take way too long. Oh, I'm supposed to actually do it on a certain stripe. That checks out. Poke. A Quetzal. What have you done? What did you do? Pretty sure. Do I pull this now? Yes. Haha! I knew it. I am the smart. Is this where he just was? Do I need to go back up and... No, that closes it. I don't really think I want it to be closed. Oh. Either way, we're gonna have to wrap up here soon, unfortunately. Whoops. Dummy. Oh dear. This is where that stone he had was. Oh. It would be submerged. So I wonder what it does. Oh, what does that do? See, that looks dimmer now, doesn't it? And that's brighter. Good lord. I figured that's what I'm supposed to do there. Ouch. And this is how I get over here. To the chamber where we're supposed to rescue him. Rescue Yisha.
Remember, Agnar, we have to be discreet about this. The Protectors rarely come this way anymore, but if anyone sees us bringing materials inside...
Give me some credit. I was already planning on working at night. After the Protectors have gone home.
I know I'm way too early to do this, but... Alright. I think it is time. We'll go ahead and leave it there for tonight, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and save if it loads in for me. We're gonna go ahead and save. Da da da. Save. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone had a good time. Glad to be back doing Myst again. We're trying to keep at it with that. Hopefully soon we'll be able to actually complete it. I know I technically completed it once, but then my computer totally gave out and died shortly after. Not for other reasons. It just completely died. So it'll be really neat to actually fully see the end credits for this game actually. But yeah, so we will be back with this again on Monday. Throughout the week, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. I've got other stuff going on. Wednesday, I'll try to do some Stardew possibly. And then on Friday, I am hoping to do a campaign of Baldur's Gate. So that will be really good fun. We've got Rennick and Karamet we're going to be doing that in lieu of some Phasmophobia, so that I'm really excited to do that. I've got to double check some things because I tested it out the other day, and I'm pretty sure I've got something loaded in that is breaking some of the visuals, so I've got to look at that and get that sorted out. But yeah, so that is the week at a glance coming up, and I hope you all are would have a good week. And until next time, as always, may the guiding stars be ever in your favor, and I will see you then. Bye-bye now.